Hi, I'm Christine with Torrance Citi Cable. You may remember that our city celebrated its centennial back in 2012. Well, today I want to tell you the story of the 100th anniversary of the city's incorporation.
The incorporation is special because the city was privately held from 1912 to 1921. In 1921, the population was a whopping 1,800, so the powers that be are like, maybe we should incorporate.
Lifelong Torrance resident Debbie Hayes walks me through the significance of what happened a century ago.
So upon incorporation, the city then became managed by a vote of the people. We had to establish a city council, our own form of government. We established our official police department, Parks and Rec, Public Works. We had to make the city a city and figure out how to manage it.
Janet Payne oversees the Torrance Historical Society and Museum. Her research sheds more light on what led to the city's incorporation.
Los Angeles was annexing everything. A clear example of Los Angeles annexations is the port, the strip of land that's called Harbor Gateway, which is very appropriate. They made that so they were connected to the port and got all the revenue. We discovered oil also right about this time. That was a major thing to happen. Major, major, major.
Payne also says the process of getting Torrance incorporated was not an easy task.
We had to file with the Board of Supervisors in Los Angeles to put a notice of time and hearing on a petition to have an election. Then we had to have the election. There were lots of issues over that election. 355 people voted yes and 11 voted no.
The vote was taking place on May 12, 1921. Exactly 7 months later to the day, it was in the official books of Los Angeles County on December 12, 1921.
Unfortunately, our city's founder, Jared Sidney Torrance, did not get to witness the incorporation.
Mr. Torrance died in March while all this was going on. I think he probably would have been very happy that they incorporated so they could become the city that we are today.
Over the past 100 years, Torrance has grown tremendously and is unrecognizable from when its journey began as a newly incorporated city.
We have almost 150,000 people in Torrance now. And starting from 1921, the city really started to embrace Jared Sidney Torrance's vision of a place where people can and want to live, work, and play. And over time, we've established 33 parks. We have one of the #1 farmers market in Los Angeles. We have the top hospitals across the U.S., 2 right here in Torrance. We have preserved the marsh. We have one of the largest malls in Southern California. We support the arts. We have our own 1.5 mile of beach, and we've really become a destination.
Hayes says COVID-19 has led more Torrance residents to discover parts of the city that they've never been to before, and both she and Payne hope they'll continue to stay curious about the city that they call home.
I want them to get out and explore and see that all these 100 years ago, we had people that are worked so hard to make things happen, to make it good for the businesses, the residents, and to make it a place people want to be.
Why is that street named what it is? There's a reason. You just look around and there's so much to explore. So I think people will have an appreciation of how our city was founded and shaped, and maybe take an interest in shaping its future.
I'm Christine Lee with Torrance Citi Cable.